I'm super excited for my oldest daughter. See, she made a strategic partnership with Megablocks and obtained a really good contract with all the folks at Sesame Street. And she developed the first semi, and this is just a model, but the first semi that's powered by absolutely nothing but gravity, as long as it's running downhill. But hey, don't hurt her too much because she's only 21 months old. See, the interesting thing is we want what's best for our kids. So I went to Madison and I said, listen, honey, I think we should talk about digital transformation. I think it's best for your organization in the component that you're putting out in the field. I mean, you have thousands of them out there, and I think it would really benefit you to consider looking at solutions such as digital twin. And she pushed back and she fought me and said, look, Dad, my customers, they don't want to pay extra money to have a dashboard or understand that their components are running well or not running well, or they don't see the value in predictive maintenance. And it was a teaching moment for my daughter because I had to sit her down and explain that's not where you start. The end result for a discrete manufacturer, somebody who's building a product, of making an improvement for their end-use customer or having something be improved along the way or some niceties along the way. That's just really an add-on to what digital twin can actually do. Because once you properly implement digital twin all the way through the digital thread, right, you not only do you have a well-developed Industry 4.0 solution, however, you start running your organization differently. The return on investment, although intangibly will be the improved satisfaction of your customer, will be the improved optimization of your organization. Here's a very quick understanding. My daughter put 10,000 of these units out into the country, and she only monitored for the first use case the very number one critical component within that piece of machinery that makes it run. It's a very high dollar amount to replace that unit as well, or even to repair it. It's very complex. She monitored them all. Smart connected products is what we call that. What she gained is she was now running her service organization in an optimized manner, not based off of reaction from when a customer called, but based off of data of understanding when components were going to fail, when machines were going to need to be PM'd. Now she was actually purchasing that high dollar component with purchasing power because she knew out of the 10,000 units that in the next 2 years, based on the data, it's very likely that she's going to have to replace 2,500 of them. Does she have 2,500 in stock now? Absolutely not. Reacting to needing 2,500 could be very costly. But getting to those discrete manufacturers that make that component early on and having a conversation about strategically purchasing them along a roadmap can make purchasing power that much better. The double digits in, I will say, percentage as well as millions of dollars of returns that many manufacturers, like my daughter who's making a pink and green semi that runs on gravity power, this is real. These are real returns on investments. And it's because organizations are looking to transform the way they do their business internally and optimize, which is driving the value. 100%, the niceties on the back end are going to make you an innovative company that people want to buy from. However, the strategy needs to be built around that front end development and where the digital twin aspect actually brings value to how you run your organization and you reduce the costs within your organization effectively. This, I want to thank Megablocks and Sesame Street. Absolutely, this is a total joke and not a true example, so please don't hold my feet to the fire on whether I use the word Megablocks or Sesame Street. But this is a digital twin example. If you're a discrete manufacturer, or really if you have any process or component or whatever it might be that you're looking at digital transformation, this is applicable to you. And when we talk about what's going to be going on in the future The companies that are going to prosper are the companies that are adapting. The companies that have, and you'll have to look this up possibly, crossed the chasm, right? Because we are currently crossing the chasm, they call it, and those people who are going to be the laggards, the grumpier old men of the industry, they're going to be let out the door because they're not adapting to what's happening in the world. We need to get ahead of this. We need to create digital transformation for your organization to make you viable long term. And hey, maybe you can be as innovative as my daughter, and in 18 years from now when she's looking for a job, you can hire her too. So thank you for listening. I hope we can talk soon.